Hello, gorgeous human beings. In today's lesson, we'll be looking at these two signs, the greater than and the less than signs. We will be comparing all sorts of numbers from 1 digit to 2-digit numbers to 3-digit numbers. We'll be comparing all those numbers today. So we'll be using the greater than, less than, and also the equal to sign. Okay, when we look at these two 1-digit numbers, comparing 6 and 3, we can already tell just by looking at the numbers and our number knowledge that 3 is less than 6 and that 6 is bigger than 3. So 6 is greater than 3. That's the language we're going to be using today. If there's one trick that I like to use, even though I can see it, for me to know which sign to use, I decide to say which one of these numbers, using my place value knowledge, is small. So I know that this number is small and this number is big. And with the crocodile signs that I use, I have a little trick. Remember, your little trick is that the small number is so hungry, it always wants to eat the big number. So if you think of it that way, then you know which side your crocodile mouth needs to face. So if we look at our two numbers here, the 6 and the 3, which one is our small number? The 3 is our small number. So the 3 is so hungry, it needs to eat the bigger number, the 6. So which one of these crocodile mouths are we going to use? Are we going to use this one? No, that doesn't make sense, because if we use that one, the bigger number is eating the smaller number, and that's not true. 6 is not less than 3. So we definitely know, because 3 is smaller than 6, it has to be facing this side. 3 is less than 6, which means 6 is greater than 3, which is true. 6 is bigger. 6 is bigger than 3 because 3 is smaller. So 6 is greater than, that's the sign, greater than 3. And just to check, I think of it and I think, this is my small number. My small number is so hungry it needs to eat my big number. So I can use my crocodile mouth to help me figure it out. But if I'm feeling more comfortable, I can remove that. And as a mathematician, I would just use my sign. So that will be the sign. 6 is greater than 3. And we've compared those two numbers. Okay, so remember, we're practicing to use the language itself, greater than and less than. So here we go, we've got another set of 1-digit numbers. We've got a 2 and a 5. So just by looking at a 2 and a 5, I know, using my number line and my place value knowledge, that 2 is smaller and that 5 is bigger. So remember that trick that I've got, the small number always wants to eat the big number. So if I think of my crocodile mouth, I will use this one. Yeah, I will use that one, which means 2 is less than 5, which is true because 5 is big and 2 is less than it. It's smaller. So 2 is less than 5. My small number needs to eat the big number. That's the trick. That's the little secret that we use. Okay, so once I feel comfortable with this, I use my mathematical symbol and I say 2 is less than 5. Okay, let's move on to some 2-digit numbers. We've got 25 and 49. So we're comparing the number 25 and 49. So which number is small and which number is big? So by looking at it, if I compare my 1s, my 9 is bigger. But if I compare my 10s, 2 and 4, this 10 is bigger. So 49 is a bigger number than 25, which is smaller. Oh, so that's smaller and that's bigger. So 25 is less than 49. So that means the small number is going to eat the big number. And that in mathematics, if I'm feeling really comfortable, I'm going to show it like that. So 25 is less than 49. Our next one, which signs are we going to use? Are we going to use the greater than or our less than? We're going to move on to some 3-digit numbers. So I've got 521 on one side, 521, and on the other side I've got 76. So I've got 76 and 521. So which number is bigger? Just by looking at it, this one goes to 100, that one's just in the tens, so this is smaller and that is bigger. So this is definitely less than that, and this number is greater than that number. So which one do we use? Which signs do we use? Have a think. Remember, the small number is so hungry it needs to eat the big number. So which crocodile mouth are we going to use? Is it this one or this one? I'll give you 2 seconds to think about it. It is this one. Yep. So we're going to use this one because that's smaller and that's bigger. That's our small number, and 521 is definitely greater than 76. So in maths, we just show that nicely like that. There you go. Sometimes you can have some trick questions. Oh, I love some trick questions. You can have some trick questions. What would a trick question look like? A trick question could look like this. You're still comparing one side and another side. You're still comparing sets of numbers. So you could have a number that starts off with 31 plus 3 on one side, and then you've got a missing box and they're asking you to compare, and on the other side could be the number 36. So you have to compare your left side and your right side. So here what they've done is they've actually given us a number problem on one side. So that would be step number 1. We have to work this out. So what would 31 plus 31 plus 3 be? Oh, I still use my fingers. 31, 32, 33, 34. So actually this question is saying 34 and asking you to compare it with 36. So remember, I know what I know my place values. I know that this is smaller than that one. So this number is small, this number is big. And I know that my small number will always want to eat the big number. That's my maths trick. So I know that I have to use this sign. So I know that it will be 34 is less than 36. So I know that my crocodile mouth, sometimes I even draw the crocodile teeth there. Yep, just so I'm sure, 34 is less than 36. But here they wanted you to work out a number problem and compare it with the other side. Sometimes they can trick you as well. So you could have a number problem that looks like 7 plus 7, a comparing box, and 14 on the right hand side. So remember, you have to work out the number problem that they've given you. So we've got 7 add 7, which is actually 14, and then our comparing box, because we're comparing, is it greater than, less than, or equal to? So we've got 14 and 14. Are any of those greater than, or any of those less than? Or actually, this number and that number are the same. So if they're the same, we definitely know that it will be equal to. So 7 plus 7, using a compare box to 14, is still 14 is equal to 14. It is not greater than or less than. Okay. I hope you're now feeling confident with using the greater than, less than, and the equal to sign. So pause this video and give these 3 questions a go. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell.